semester. Welcome back to my class, PE 4 or Physical Education for Aquatics. And yours truly, Miss Mary Jane F. Pernites, our mom MJ. Now, welcome to our class, and here's our topic for today. We are going to cover aquatics activities, swimming health benefits, and safety precautions. Are you guys ready? Yes, I know you are all excited. So let's get started. Okay, let's unlock first the word aquatics. Aquatics refers in recreational activity that involve bodies of water. That is pretty much understandable. Anything to do with water from the word aqua or water. So any recreational activity that involves bodies of water. Okay, now let us have the examples of recreational activities that involves aquatics. We have here example scuba diving. I've tried that. We also have surfing and swimming. Now, let's have diving first. Diving is among the best recreational activities in the Philippines. Plunge into the deep waters and be amazed with a variety of marine mammals, fish, corals, and other underwater plants or corals. Yeah. So, diving is one of my most unforgettable recreational activity that I have done so far in my entire life, in my existence. That was like or 2020, that's 10 years ago, a decade of years ago, where I was part of an organization that promotes conservation to the marine creatures. The creatures like fishes, we're protecting them from having like the corals or shelter that they have. We have this so-called crown of thorns. It's like a starfish. It's actually a type of starfish. However, this marine animal is considered as in vernacular salot sa dagat. Why? Because it eats the minerals of the corals, which in time it will no longer be a good place to live in with the fishes. So that's the reason why we have to get them off from the water, and we have to make sure that the corals are well protected. So diving is pretty much a very life-changing activity. Now let's proceed to the next activity. We have surfing. It is a surface water sport in which the wave is a surface water, which the wave rider, referred to as a surfer, rides on the rider, referred to as a surfer. So if you're the rider, so you are the surfer. So it rides in the forward or deep face of a moving wave, forward or deep face of a moving wave, which is usually carrying the surfer towards the shore. Okay, that's surfing, and we have swimming. Swimming is an activity in which the body is propelled through water by specific movements of arms and legs called strokes. The most common strokes are the freestyle or crawl, breaststroke, backstroke, butterfly, and side stroke. So through swimming, it works your whole body, improving cardiovascular conditioning, muscle strength, endurance, posture, and flexibility all at the same time. So I used to be a swimmer way back. Not really an athlete, but it's like a Milo competition. That is way back when I was still in college. I joined a Milo what do you call that? Swimming competition, and luckily I got silver and bronze award in breaststroke and in freestyle. So in this semester, you will learn more about the fundamentals in swimming and how it goes. So at least you don't need to pay, right, for swimming lessons, because it can be taught here for free. Okay, so now let's have the health benefits of aquatics exercise. So, what can we get from indulging ourselves in aquatics activities or exercise? So, now let's have the first one here. Whole body conditioning. Swimming tones your upper and lower body because you're using almost all of your major muscle groups. The best strokes for all over body toning are the freestyle, the breaststroke, and backstroke. So, which stroke is not mentioned there? I know you have had your previous obstruction, right? Our topic number 1, and we've discussed this. So, yes, you are correct. That is the butterfly stroke. So, basically, butterfly stroke focuses more on the upper limb, and that's the reason why it is not included here because it says here that it's whole body conditioning. So, these are the stroke that really focuses on the entire body movement. Okay, so now let's have the low risk of injury. Why is it low risk of injury? Well, there is a low risk for swimming injuries because there's no stress safe daily workout routine. Swimming is ideal because you can rigorously work out with a reduced chance of swimming injuries. Many athletes supplement their training with swimming. So, meaning to say, even if the athlete is an athlete in marathon, still this athlete can have swimming as an alternative for his training. So basically, when you indulge yourself in swimming, there's actually less chance of you being injured because you are safe, of course, in the water, right? Okay, now let's have the next one. Low impact exercise. So many people can reap the benefits of swimming, like pregnant women. They benefit from swimming because it helps strengthen the shoulder and abdominal muscles, which can be strained when carrying a baby. So, meaning to say, pregnant women can definitely indulge themselves in swimming as part of their exercise routine. Okay, and lastly, stress relief. Additionally, aquatic therapy can benefit you psychologically, meaning to say your mental health can also be can also be benefited when you indulge yourself in swimming activities or aquatics exercise. There are meditative healing properties of water, which can promote stress relief and enhance your overall attitude. Even a quick swim before work can provide you with clarity to start your day. So imagine that. It can absolutely lessen your stress level. So why not indulge yourself in these kinds of activities, right? So we have here the last 3 benefits. We have swimming builds muscular strength, endurance, and support your body weight. So swimming is actually one of the best weight loss exercise because it involves the entire body, the upper limb and the lower limb, and basically it's the only exercise that you are not going to sweat. Right? Because of course you're not gonna sweat because you're already wet, right? But yeah, as a swimmer, I have actually felt like I'm sweating. It's just that it is not obvious because I'm wet. But yeah, based on experience, I still sweat even if I swim, especially if it's like a competition and it's going to like cost me too much energy. Okay, and next here, improves cardiovascular fitness. So it's the breathing exercise, and that's actually the reason why asthmatic children or people are tend to advise by their doctors to indulge swimming activity because it focuses on the lungs and on your cardiovascular system. So basically, when you indulge yourself in swimming, you will be able to exercise proper breathing exercise, right? And lastly, swimming is the sport that is generally considered one of the most complete form of exercise, meaning to say it develops your mental, physical, and you have this healing effect for you not to be stressed out, right? So I think I have talked already so much about health benefits, and I know for sure you listening to these benefits, you are now moved and more inspired and motivated to indulge yourselves in these kinds of activities. Okay, so now let's proceed to safety precautions. So, why is this very important? It's very important to discuss safety precautions because, first thing first, as your instructor, of course, my greatest priority is your security. That you are secured and you will definitely avoid any forms of incidents or accidents in the water. So please be guided accordingly, okay? So first one, keep an eye on friends and family. Droning can occur in as little as 20 seconds for children and 60 seconds for an adult. Imagine that. Those are just a snap of fingers and you definitely wouldn't know that something might happen. So you have to keep an eye to your friends and family when you are in the water. Okay? Now let's have the second one. Swim in designated swimming areas. So if ever there's like renovation and you're told not to go there, then you should abide that, right? Because if not, something might happen to you and it will definitely not be the management accountability because you are already informed, right? Okay, the third one is follow the rules and regulations set at the pool, beach and waterfront areas by the pool or restaurant management. So when we go to a like a particular resort, it's pretty much obvious that at the entrance side, it's maybe on the right side or on the left side or on the upper portion, there is definitely this so-called rules and regulations. So it's not merely placed there for compliance purposes, but it's actually for us clients to read and understand each. So you have to abide these rules and regulations, right? Okay, we also have here swim near the shore. So if you're a good swimmer, that's great. You can go far if you want to. However, for safety precautions, no matter how good you are in swimming, there are times wherein you will experience cramps, right? And you should be aware of that. So no matter how good you are in swimming, you have to know your limits, okay? We have the next one. Never swim alone. Use buddy system, meaning to say should be swim by twos. You should have someone with you. So no matter what happened, then somebody could absolutely save you or could call on someone else's to help you. Okay? And the next one is learn basic swimming strokes and basic survival technique well enough to survive in an emergency situation. So as we go along with our discussions in this semester, you will learn the fundamentals of swimming and also the different survival strokes where you can apply this whenever you are facing a very critical situation in swimming. And we also have here, make sure swimmers understand the SAFE principle. SAFE principle is defined as, this is actually an acronym of S stands for slow, easy movements only. Energy conservation, meaning to say you swim slowly, right? You should not put so much energy on your first like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You should know your limits. Like just go with the flow and swim slowly. Do not swim abruptly. You have to conserve your energy. Second, A stands for apply. You have to apply natural buoyancy. Water support your body. So the water should support your body. You should not force yourself to float. You have to feel the water. Okay? And F, full lung inflation help maintain buoyancy. So proper breathing is a must in swimming. You should know how you breathe and when to breathe in order for you to have full lung inflation. And letter E stands for extreme relaxation. It's the word extreme relaxation, meaning to say in your mind and in your body, you have to relax. Like you should imagine yourself like you are just lying in your bed so that you can have more control and composure in your body. Okay? So again, that's the same principle. Let's recap. S stands for slow. A stands for apply, natural buoyancy, and then F stands for full lung inflation, and lastly E stands for extreme relaxation. Okay, so I think that's it. We have discussed already the important topics for today. I got these references from these two books that we have in our library. And that's all. Thank you so much for listening. And I think this is the best time for you to ask questions. If you have questions, if you have comments and suggestions, please send me a private message. Or after this discussion, I think we still have time to discuss things that are not clarified to you or from me. So I am definitely willing and able to answer all your inquiries. Thank you so much for listening and for watching this video. Have a beautiful day ahead of you. Take care. Bye bye.